magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use up, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Yeah, drown out my problems, let me run up in magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
From Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we back up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When it come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top on the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throw it blind in my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm un. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Chicago Bears. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
319.
Me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Kill. Whip. Watch the whip.
Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They run with Taylor. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Rush in.
Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
I'm going to run you over.
Throwing now is Allen. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
First down, Cleveland.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now Howard. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 44-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Showing it.
Running with Howard. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4 down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try to run for it with Howard. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Hollywood, Marquise Brown with touchdown number 7 on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and through by Myers, and that makes the score 7-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This will be taken short. And not a very good return at all as he won't even get this back to the 15.
Regular. It's just me and you.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. We know this offense, they're built around passing the football. That time, the running game didn't suit them so well.
Not so well, but they have to do it every so often. You have to be able to control the pass rush a little bit, make them somewhat hesitant before they come and get your quarterback, at least have the illusion that you have a running game.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it done.
From the gun, Mayfield. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. A first down carry for Henry. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Watch the eye. Run. Hey, alert.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Mayfield. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Hey, 180. Check 53. 65.
Hey, alert.
65. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Bang.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Check 53's mine. Check 53's mine. I'm coming, baby. Woo! Tight dog. Up. 6 guy. Check 6 guy. He's 80 weapon. We got double up.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of 5. Good. Enough for the first down.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. That's another Bears first down.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 47. Henry. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Running from the gun with Henry. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Stop your whining. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Point it right, point it right, point it right.
Wide.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Hey, got 4 down. Watch 84, watch it.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And it's complete. Henry. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 17-yard line.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Set, 20. Alert, 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 alert.
Defense. Let's go, defense.
They'll run on first down. Henry. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
On 2nd and 7, Mayfield nowhere to escape, and he goes down. L.J. Collier. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
Regular.
Well, Mike 51. Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Let's calm the crowd. Hey, here we go.
Alert.
Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And on 3rd down, the Browns going to go with a nickel set.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's Mike, 55. Right there. Hurry, hurry. Don't say nothing. Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
Undercrush, undercrush, undercrush.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And that will be incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, that will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny. We had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator, and what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
The Browns' drive about to get started. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But
this is caught inside the 15. It's a big play there for the Browns. 62 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation.
Check, crouch, crouch, crouch. Check, check. Fresno, Fresno, Fresno. Out, 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 out.
On first and goal, Howard trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
They'll try again with Howard. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
You got motion right there.
On third down, Taylor. It'll be a gain of 5, but they do keep him out of the end zone, and now it's 4th down. Well, let's see what they do. They're knocking on the door here in the second quarter.
And you know what you look at on your play sheet? Your 2-point conversion plays, because you've drawn up a number of them in today's football. You don't just have 1 or 2 for the game. You have more like 6 or 7. Which one do you like here? Because that's essentially what you're going for right now. That spot of the field, call one of those and go get 6.
And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Josh Allen with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Myers connects on the PAT, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check 20.
Up. 6'6", bullet high.
You go check it.
Derrick Henry. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he finds Parker here, complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on first. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. They'll run with Henry. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. This is Henry. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Got what he needed for the 1st down with a gain of 2. On 1st down, it's Henry. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally.
Oh, he was looking for Parker, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half. A first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Mayfield off the play fake. He'll buy some time right. Going deep here for Parker. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Second and 10.
180.
Right there in the middle. 55. It's a party now.
Hey, alert 33. Hey, alert 33.
Shit.
Greystone travel. Hey, Haywood. I got you.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And he coughed it up. And this is picked up by the Browns. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Chance.
Hey, hold.
They run with Howard. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. on the left hash. This from 48 yards. And this one is right down the middle. So we've reached halftime here on Halloween. And trust me, kids, if you had to look at Charles Davis every game, you'd think every day was Halloween. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
It's now third down.
Alert, 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 alert.
Mike, 53, Mike.
Throwing, Mayfield. He's going to let one go deep for into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation, and they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
At the 47-yard line.
Mike, ready?
Oh, here we go.
On first down, they run with Howard. The tackle made there by Harrison Smith. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Allen. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Samson Abukum in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season.
56, 56. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense. Hey, Delta. 52. Mike, 52. Hey, tight.
On third and long, it's Allen. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Nick Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Chicago. Michael Thomas with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bears get a bit closer. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
56,
The Browns drive about to get started. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They go with Howard again. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
No gain on this defense, no gain.
Safe.
Middle.
Now a give right side. It's Taylor, and he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
25, check 25.
Taylor. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And now they'll throw with Allen. Got him in. It's Brown. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Marquise Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Myers connects on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time, the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. And this is caught. It's Parker. That one a first down pickup of 8. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Henry. And an alley to run. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. A pretty good looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down now. It's Coleman. Room here to run. Look, there he goes left side. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears cut into that lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Browns take over.
Play to win. Let's go.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Down 80. 52. 54. Hey, tight. Shoot. Top 10.
Again, it's Howard. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance in guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4 down.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Mecole Hardman, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Bound to lose one. Real. Hurry. Shot.
Mayfield looks to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Bears on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Mayfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Run. Hey, Mike, 15.
Hey, orbit.
Hey, let's get this. 51's the Mike. 51's the Mike.
Crunch time, defense.
Kill.
Now Mayfield on 4th down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Reuben Foster, the former national champion at Alabama, gets in for the sack. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
They'll run on 1st down. Taylor. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
No. Me. Mike 52.
Now Allen. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. They begin with Henry. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. To throw, Mayfield. He gets it into the arms of Parker, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Mayfield now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
180.
Let's go.
And the busy night for Henry continues. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
It's now 3rd and 4.
Right there. All day, baby.
The Bears on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Now Mayfield. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
They'll begin the drive with Howard. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Allen going to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away, turns into a nice play.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
The throw there finding its way to Boyle.
Easy work. It's easy work, and it's coming again.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. Devontae Parker. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Devontae Parker, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears get a bit closer. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken near the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Browns drive about to get started. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
All right, just go ahead and say it with me. That was
a mistake,
yeah,
for sure.
Without a doubt, because at some point, put your foot in the ground, get upfield, and get down protecting the ball. Don't go out of bounds, because when you go out of bounds, you're really just helping the defense.
Yeah, not to be too hyperbolic, but it's like giving the D an extra timeout, isn't it?
It certainly is. Gives them a chance to regroup, and it means you have to snap the ball an additional time, which always means the possibility of a mistake. And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to turn you up. Don't get nervous. Jim. Half.
Right there. 54 Mike.
I know he ain't. Alert!
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Wide open receiver, complete. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game.
And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Focus, defense, focus. Check.
Taylor. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a 1st down due to the previous penalty. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
He gets it to Brown, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 47 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And this is Parker, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Pistol. 55. Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
1st down, Mayfield. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Watch the screen.
Mayfield down. And throw right side complete to Parker. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
Mayfield on 3rd and 2. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Devontae Parker with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Bears cut into that lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will be cut down to 14.
Makes the score Browns 45, Bears 31.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken about the 12. Now a hit and a loose football.
Oftentimes when we talk about piling on in any subject, it's a negative. In this case, for this team, it's a real positive. Just scored. Now they go down, knock the ball free, get it back. They got a chance to really increase their lead and put themselves in the driver's seat.
On the other side, a little insult added to the injury. They're in a bad spot.
Hey, tight.
They go with Howard to begin the drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Cleveland, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Chicago, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.